Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this middle of the day market update. We'll do a full market update of the market today. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin. We'll take a look at some fundamentals that I think are relevant. We'll do a brief update on what we said yesterday, which was correct, even though we had some volatility yesterday, as some of you know. But in the end, hopefully you're optimally prepared for the markets. We'll talk about some strong altcoins as well, and just in general what narratives are outperforming. So let's get right into it. First of all, in advance, best wishes, all right, for 2025. I know with the time zone, some of you are actually almost in the new year already, I think, in Australia and Asia, of course. So happy New Year in advance, and well, thank you for all the support throughout 2024, and I hope your 2025 will be amazing. Now let's get to the market. So far what we said yesterday is that it was most likely that 92,000 would hold. So we were correct about that. Luckily, did have a little bit of fluctuation there, but you can see ultimately 92,000 was defended very, very well. So that is nothing but bullish. And now we have also seen some bullish momentum come in. And the most important thing that we have observed for the last week is that the US session, which has just started about 4 minutes ago, usually means more selling. So the big question today is, will that happen again? And if we take a look at the US session today, or if we take a look at stock markets, I should say, which is a great proxy, you can see those opened higher in the pre-market, but they're also at a relatively weird level. I would say it's most likely that we will go up from here, since it looks like the stock markets are forming some sort of a consolidation with this as the bottom, and we are near the bottom here, so it seems most likely this will be bullish. But ultimately, with New Year, like, stock markets can move very, very strangely. And if you take a look at something like the Russell 2000 or the Nasdaq, I don't know, doesn't look too great. Nasdaq actually looks quite bearish even, which some people would say that is more relevant for Bitcoin than the S&P 500, which is that looks a bit more bullish. So ultimately, fundamentally, I'm not too certain yet. I do think the total 3 is looking pretty good here if we're actually able to get a close here. Then at least we're holding some sort of an important POC cluster here. So overall, I think it looks good, but one thing that we will have to observe over the next couple of hours is that Coinbase Bitcoin price. And so far what you can see is that has decreased, so that's good, because that only kept increasing almost for the entire last week, indicating that there is a lot of selling pressure from the US. If this continues to move this way, that is good. And the price of Bitcoin is also showing some more bullish momentum here. Look, this is good, all right, because you know that there is some bidding coming in, but I don't think this will last, and I also don't think this will be the start of some sort of a major move up like this. And that's for different reasons. First of all, like I said, I think the fundamentals are not necessarily bearish, but at this moment, I definitely don't think they're bullish. And outside of that, you can see there's a lot of leverage coming into the price right now, or coming into Bitcoin right now. And usually when that happens, the move doesn't last. Only if we actually get rid of some of that leverage down the line, like if we move up to 99 and 98,000, and then drop down and get rid of that leverage, then maybe this can turn into a bigger move. But for now, I would say it's most likely, and this is dependent on the fact that over the course of today, the developments we see right now, and then especially that Coinbase Bitcoin price, right, and the discount that's there. If this keeps decreasing like it is right now, then I think it's most likely, and at this point of time it's decreasing, so at this point of time I think it's most likely that we will be able to still move up into 98 and 99,000. However, like I said, due to timing, which just is not great, you're not going to, or at least normally you don't get major breakthroughs on New Year's Eve. But outside of that, also because of the leverage, I would say that this is most likely, but I don't think this will hold up. And I think ultimately we will fall back down something like this. And honestly, I mean, if we're not able to, with the next 4-hour time frame candle, for example, if we're unable to break above 95,000, we might also just stay down here and get rid of the leverage like this, and potentially even drop down to 89,000. So in short, be prepared for both scenarios. All right, this might look good, but due to the leverage, it can go a lot of ways. I would say it's slightly more likely that we'll see some more bullish momentum, but be careful. So talking about altcoins, the circumstances are not amazing, all right? Because what you can see is that most altcoins are super correlated. So that's not amazing. So what I usually do if most altcoins are very correlated is I take a look at what has most volume, where is the mindshare going, and then we do see that AI agents are actually still pretty good. Like Fartcoin is amazing name, but Fartcoin is actually looking pretty decent here. If I can find it, you can see we had a pretty steep and pretty long-lasting downtrend. If this is able to hold this breakout, I do think this is a coin that can rally higher, and this is also a coin that can rally when the market is not that bullish. So that's Fartcoin. Pengu is also gaining a lot of volume again. That was also mentioned by some major influencers on X. So that's another one to keep your eyes on. Usual is still a personal favorite. And then outside of that, the well runs dry pretty quickly. There's not a lot that I'm very interested in or that I'm very excited about. So yeah, best thing to do is to stay safe, right? Stay safe, wait for that leverage to play out, either with kind of a sustained break above 95,000, in which we will see that more bullish momentum, which is what I expect, or if we're unable to get that breakout, that leverage is going to turn into long liquidations very quickly. All right, so be careful. Those are my thoughts. For now, thank you for watching. Like I said, best wishes and bye.